So Steve Borthwick goes early with his England team, and I think this is the strongest 23 he could possibly put out. I agree with absolutely everything, which isn't always the case. Let's get into it, and there are changes in the front row. As I expected, Bevan Rodd, that was his trial game against Japan. He fluffed his lines a bit, he didn't scrummage big enough, and he is out because Finn Baxter is making his debut off the bench, and he's had the best season of all the looseheads, has Finn Baxter, but of course he's got no experience, so they're putting Joe Marler. They don't like putting in both of the old guys, if you like, at the same time, so Marler and Stewart start, and Dan Cole stays on the bench with Finn Baxter, so I think that's a good call. They're going to have to start really big. Marler and Stewart are going to have to play out of their skin, of course, because this is going to be a quick game under the roof at Dunedin. So Marler and Stewart, not the most mobile, neither George, so they're going to have to be really good and have a really good scrum because New Zealand's props are very strong. But Marler, George and Stewart, George the captain, a stack of vice-captains, Marler, Atoje and Earl, just to make sure England are together. In the second row, of course, it was going to be Atoje and Martin. And with that red card and ban for Yules, we've got Alex Coles bumped up to the bench. So that makes sense. Coles, I think, is the third best second row anyway. So in a way, that's maybe a bit of a good thing. Atoje, Martin, Coles, the best three we have to offer. I'm excited to see the back row go once again. Cunningham South, I thought, was excellent against Japan. He makes such a big impact. He should have a really good carrying day. Again, under the roof there in Dunedin. He's very inexperienced though, so let's see how he goes in this white-hot pressure of playing New Zealand away. Underhill's been on fire, as has Earl. It's the best possible back five, if you like, to the scrum. Always worried about the front row, but it's the best we can do, I think. At nines, we do see a change. Harry Randall, it looks like that was his trial against Japan, and those kicks just weren't good enough. It could have suited him, this, again, a quick game under the roof could have suited him, but he didn't play well enough, so maybe he wasn't going to play anyway, but I don't know. But for me, that's the right call. Ben Spencer, who has been either the best or the second best scrum half in the Premiership this year, he's on the bench. Mitchell, who had a good game against Japan, starting 9 alongside Marcus Smith, who did everything he could against Japan, showed all his skills, his running skills, his passing skills, and his kicking skills. But of course, this is a massive step up, so a huge game for Marcus Smith to show that he can do it against the best. The centres were always going to be the same, Lawrence and Slade. It's not a perfect balance, but they're doing okay. Freeman's fit to play, which is great, gives us that high ball option as well. Emmanuel Faye-Wabusu will hopefully work in off his wing and give us loads of options in midfield. Furbank, our counter-attacking first choice 15 now. And then on the bench we have Finn Smith, of course, as our only other 10. You know, what a great game for the youngster to come on with. And interestingly, at 23, it's the right call. Ollie Slightholme has been the best other winger in the Premiership this year, but Roebuck came off the bench against Japan and did great, so unlucky for him. But yeah, I think Slightholme is the better player. He's that little bit quicker as well, so that's exciting. We've also got Tom Curry on the bench, who got his warm-up game against Japan, so he should be better for that. So I think Borthwick has made exactly the right calls. This is the best team that England could have put out. Is it going to be good enough? I don't know, but at least I'm excited to see them play. Pop those comments below, and I'll catch you next time.